All right, everybody, how are you doing here on our Saturday evening? Meteorologist Keith Gibson here in the First Alert Weather Center. We'll let some folks gather on to our live stream here in just a split second. We'll get to you a little discussion about where we are headed for the rest of this holiday weekend. Let me make sure that our audio is working on my end here, so I have to just verify a few things here. So hopefully you're doing well on this Saturday evening. We've had some dense fog around, and that's going to be an ongoing issue for this evening and for tomorrow morning. Sounds like the audio is working pretty good here, and if you want to chime in with any comments or questions, I'll be trying to monitor a couple of things here as we go throughout the course of this discussion. So it is just after 8 o'clock on this Saturday. Meteorologist Keith Gibson again here at the First Alert Weather Center. Fog tonight, fog tomorrow, fairly cloudy for our Sunday. Record highs a possibility over the next couple of days. Let's get into where we need to go here and get into our forecast as we go ahead and give you the very latest. We didn't have an early newscast because of college football. We'll have a late newscast tonight after the Las Vegas Bowl, which is on ABC right now. But heads up for you if you haven't been paying attention to the weather over the last little while here. Dense fog will continue tonight and be with us for tomorrow. First Alert Weather Day continues for tonight and for our Sunday morning. We have dense fog developing now. Visibility less than a quarter mile in some spots here. So much like last night and this morning, slow down, use your low beams, and just be extra careful out there. This is the visibility across northeastern Wisconsin just after 8 o'clock tonight. So just over the last couple of minutes, we've gotten some of these observations in. And Oshkosh, very low visibility, below a half mile, also across parts of the North Woods and other locations too. Let me take you down to our Oshkosh Skycam real quick, and let me pop this up for you. You can see what we're dealing with. This is Oshkosh right now. Low visibility, very dense fog developing across the region. Hopping over to Appleton right now. You can't barely see some of those downtown buildings right now with the fog that is developing. So it is relatively thick in some places. Not every location, though. This is Green Bay, again, just after 8 o'clock, and up in Shawano. Not as bad, but we definitely have some issues even towards the lakeshore right now. This is Manitowoc and Sturgeon Bay. We'll go there real quick. So we have some issues, of course, across northeastern Wisconsin at this hour, and that will continue. So that is where we stand. Just letting you know that we have a dense fog advisory here in effect for most of the area. This goes until 11 o'clock Sunday morning. Not officially for the southern tier, including Fond du Lac. That could be changing later on tonight, and we'll just see how things go. But I want to wish everybody happy holiday season, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. That's coming up about a week from this weekend. So just hopefully you're getting into the holiday spirit, even though we don't really have hardly any snow on the ground right now. Again, we showed you some of these sky cams just a split second ago. We'll just kind of breeze through those. But I want to show you Predictor. This is our forecast model as we go throughout the course of the night. It looks like some of this is going to be pretty thick for the rest of tonight, tomorrow morning. So when we wake up on Sunday, not really a lot of active weather, but there will be dense fog around, and it's going to be gloomy. There could be some mist, some drizzle out there tonight, tomorrow morning. I think by late morning into the afternoon, Predictor is picking up on the fact that we'll start to thin out some of the densest fog. So things will be a little bit improved, especially away from the immediate lakeshore by tomorrow afternoon. But tonight, tomorrow morning, we do have some fog issues out there. So where are we headed for the rest of the holiday weekend into next week? We have an area of low pressure that we've been tracking for about a week now. This is swirling over New Mexico. Out ahead of it, it's very unsettled, rain and storms across Texas. And this thing is actually moving a lot of moisture, a lot of warm air all the way into the Great Lakes right now. This is a big system, and this thing will be with us through at least the middle of the week. So we have, what is today? It's Saturday. All these days are blending together, but it's Saturday, and we will have to deal with this thing at least through Wednesday. We'll get on the backside of it Thursday, and then we'll be done with it by next weekend. But that's what's coming our way. So just talking about our temperatures here. These were the highs of record today. Low 40s to mid 40s for most locations. Antigo, the cold spot on the map here, 38. But most of us into the 40s. Keep this in mind. The average high right now, 29, and we have been straying far away from the average for most of this month across the region. Likely either the first, second, or third warmest December on record. That's how this is going to shake out for most spots here, just because we have very mild air that will continue through the middle of the coming week. Now, the old record highs could be very close tomorrow or slightly above these values in some spots here over the next few days. We'll see how things go. Green Bay, the average or the old record for tomorrow and Christmas Day, 50 degrees. I think we do have a shot at those. Appleton, the old record high tomorrow, 53. Unlikely. 47 on Monday, Christmas Day, likely going to be broken. And we'll just see what happens as things shake out here as we go throughout the next little while. Mild through the middle of the week before we get back to average here. So we may be in record territory. Tomorrow, morning fog up to around 50. Monday, rain is going to be developing, especially by midday and into the afternoon. Christmas Day, 50 degrees, still upper 40s, I think, on Tuesday. So this is bizarre, abnormal, not unprecedented, but it's extremely rare to have this volume of warmth for this many days here. And it's just going to remain spring-like here through the early part of the week. Yikes! If you want snow, this is not your forecast. I'm sorry. We have more rain than anything else. Not really looking at hardly any significant snow chances between now and the next 2 weeks, unfortunately, even though we are going to be cooling down here as we get into the end of the week. So right now we are in the upper 30s, low 40s, and we'll be hovering into the 30s and 40s tonight. Not too many changes here. Here's a look at our forecast model. We go into our Sunday morning, 30s, low 40s, well above where we should be. But again, areas of dense fog tonight, tomorrow morning. We'll start to thin out some of that dense fog tomorrow afternoon, but check out our highs, mid 40s to low 50s. It is going to be extremely mild. I actually came into work today with my light jacket, and usually I come in with a big winter coat, but right now with these temperatures I can't even justify wearing a winter coat. Going into tomorrow night, if you're heading to church, midnight mass perhaps, getting ready for Santa to come on in tomorrow night, we'll be tracking Santa, of course, NORAD will, and we'll give you some updates tomorrow here at Action 2 News, but we may need Rudolph tomorrow night with the cloud cover for sure, and maybe some lingering fog out there. But this is tomorrow evening at 11 o'clock on Christmas Eve, expecting mid to upper 40s. Absolutely bizarre. Ooh, let me go back there. Mid to upper 40s, and it is going to be extremely warm going into Monday morning, Christmas morning. Now, we wake up Christmas morning cloudy. I think we won't have too much rain to deal with Christmas Eve or Christmas morning initially. So that's a little bit of a change from where we were a couple of days ago. We were thinking it was going to be a relatively wet start to Christmas morning. It doesn't look like that is going to be the case. As we get into midday and into the afternoon, we'll start to see rain reappear across northeastern Wisconsin. Temperatures getting back into the 40s and low 50s. Again, record highs possible. But we'll have a much better chance for rain by the midday hours on Monday, going into Monday afternoon, Monday evening, Monday night. So if you're doing any traveling away from any holiday festivities there Monday, it's going to be more wet than dry on the way home. The opposite, if you're heading out early in the day on Monday, it's going to be more dry than wet. So we'll have some rain come on in during the day Monday. Now, if you're looking for snow, not going to happen around here, at least not in the near term. We have wintry weather that will be out across the high plains over the next few days. This is where some inclement weather is going to be. There could actually be some near blizzard conditions across Nebraska and Kansas by late Monday into Tuesday. So this is the bigger view of predictor. I want to see the big picture. This is that slow-moving system. It is giving us more rain than anything else. And so this is Tuesday. Rain showers still into the upper 40s. We're thinking Wednesday, still a chance for some rain, maybe some snow, but still in the upper 30s, low 40s. Still that system slowly churning through our region. We'll finally get on the backside of it and usher in some lower 30s on Thursday. There could be some snowflakes around, but nothing too significant at this point. Now, between now and the middle of the week, Wednesday, this is rain. This is not snow. This is liquid precipitation. We may see a good half inch to over an inch of rain around here. So this is definitely not going to give us that wintry weather that you would really want to have. Big picture, Mild air is going to stay with us through the middle of the week, but if you want some colder stuff, we are going to cool down. It looks like we'll be back down into the low 30s or 20s, overnight lows in the 20s and teens by the end of the week. So give it some time. Next weekend will be much cooler, but it's not going to be a major winter storm that's going to come through here or anything like that. We'll cool down once this wet system gets out of here, but we're not going to have like a big transition from rain to snow and then cold air. It's just going to gradually get colder, as you can see here with our temperature trend. So the average is in the upper 20s, good 20 to 30 degrees above that through Tuesday, slightly cooler Wednesday around 40 and down into the lower 30s here for the end of the week and next weekend. So just to reiterate here, we have some mild stuff here through the middle of the week, a lot of cloud cover. We may not see a lot of sunshine until maybe the end of the week and next weekend, but the trade-off this time of year, folks, is that we tend to have a lot of cloud cover if it's going to be mild this time of year, and we will tend to have a lot of sunshine this time of year if it's relatively cold. That's the way it usually works. So it's mild, it's cloudy, and once it cools down back into the 30s next weekend, we'll start to get back into a little bit more sunshine, I guess you could say here. So that's where we are headed as we go throughout the next little while here. Just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday Season, and hopefully you can get out there and take advantage of the relatively decent travel weather, minus the fog factor tonight and tomorrow, but we don't have any blizzards, no ice. Remember last year, I was just looking at this before I started the live stream. Last year on this date across the country, we had about 54% of the country with snow cover. Right now, just about 13%. So things have really changed up. It's just interesting to see what happens over the course of the year. But that's where we're headed, folks. So that's a quick weather update for you. And again, we'll have our newscast tonight coming up at 10 o'clock on TV. And we'll be in tomorrow with the very latest First Alert Weather Day. We'll continue for the fog issues for the overnight hours. And, of course, for the first part of our Sunday. So Bo Fogel will be in tomorrow morning with the very latest on the fog situation and our forecast, but I don't really anticipate too many changes here as we go throughout the next little while here. But if you are just tuning on in, a quick update here. Fog, locally dense right now, and we have a dense fog advisory that will continue until the 11 a.m. hour on Sunday. So that's where we're headed. Fog tonight, mild tomorrow, mild for the first part of the week. We'll have some rain showers, especially by midday on Christmas Day, Monday, continuing into the middle of the week, eventually seeing a little bit of snow, and then cooler next week. So there's a little weather update for you, and we'll see you on TV. And if I don't see you there, have a great holiday season, and Merry Christmas, and we'll see you soon. Have a good night.